introduce them to the modern dating world, Dr. Rhonda, and they
Mm-hmm.
get sucked up, in the scams and, ghosting and, those Nigerian princes and
I am in a wonderful relationship. However, there are some people who are over 50. If you watch that show Later Daters on Netflix, you'll know what I'm talking about. There are a lot of people over 50 who are still looking for the one. Or maybe you're like me and you're in a relationship and you want to make it better. You want to look for ways to spice it up. I have this lovely young lady, Miss Sharon Jenkins, who is hosting an awesome summit this week. It started today and it's
yeah,
going all the way into Friday. Is that correct?
absolutely. Yes.
Awesome. So tell us all about it, Miss Jenkins.
Well, what do I need to do in the latter part of my life was the question that I asked myself. And I said, the world is at a love deficit. You know,
Mm,
see it in the political arena, you can see it in the church, you can see it in the everyday lives of people who are seeking and searching love. And then you have people who are eligible to be later daters because they were widowed, unfortunately divorced,
hmm.
and then there's some married people who've been married for a while and they need a little bit of spice in their marriage.
I
So
love it. Not a little bit of spice.
a little bit of spice, they got some old tricks and they need some new ones.
So
So
now, okay, keep going.
so you introduce them to the modern dating world, Dr. Rhonda, and they
Hmm.
get sucked up, in the scams and, ghosting and, those Nigerian princes
You know what?
and
I blame Real Housewives of Atlanta for that because that rumor going around that Shamia was married to an African prince or something. Now everybody wanted to be married to an African king.
it's so funny. Well, it's kind of funny because the summit is going well, by the way.
Wonderful.
And people, you're still invited. It's free. We also have a VIP option because we're about educating people, informing people, okay, empowering people to navigate the dating pool. A lot of times people are wrapped in, especially people my age, are wrapped in tradition.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what you did 20, 30, sometimes even 40 years ago will not work in today's modern world. People are a lot
Hmm.
more self centered. Women are a lot more empowered financially, and they
Hmm.
they have a better understanding of who they are, and they are definitely more empowered. So if you go with your old school bag in this in this new dating world, you might be disappointed.
Okay,
And
well now I have a question though.
mhm,
How how much do you think social media plays a part in that? Because right now there are people on social media who keep changing the game and moving the goalpost. First, our traditional way says that the man is the caretaker of the house, he's the leader of the house. But
mhm,
now, social media is saying, well, the man has to be making a certain amount of money, or the man can only use a certain type of card to pay for dinner. And if he's taking you to dinner, it better be to a certain restaurant. It can't be a chain restaurant. It has to be an expensive 4 to 5 star restaurant. So they keep changing the rules. The man can't have kids. The woman can't have kids. Or if the woman has kids, they all have to be by the same person. There's all the rules keep changing it. How much are people who are over 50? How much are they being affected by these rules?
I think because for a lot of them, it's like navigating foreign waters. Okay.
Mm,
And keep in mind, boomers and the late millennials, um, computers weren't, the thing. We did face to face, we talked to people, you went on a date,
mhm,
to get to know someone. You understand where I'm coming from?
mhm,
So,
mhm.
yes, my answer to your question is social media has kind of screwed things up. Okay, because they a lot of times people put forth false narratives so that they can either sell a product or sell themselves. For example, I could have went to a glamour shop and got myself all dolled up, okay? Put on new hair, all right? Got excuse me, the right kind of bra. And I mean, literally, I could look totally different from what I look now. And that's presenting a false narrative. So the person who is attracted to me is buying into that narrative, which is a lie. And then let's talk about AI and
Mhm,
avatars, all that
mhm.
wonderful kind of stuff.
And filters. Don't forget the
Yes.
filters.
Oh, Phil. Yes, yes, yes. So when you think about love in modern terms, you have to be careful because people, especially even today, I learned that people have different definitions of what
Mm,
love looks like and what a relationship looks like. And so
right.
what the summit does or the 50 plus and flirty initiative is for you to get to know you, the genuine authentic you, the dater, the person that really wants to show up so that you can get the results that you desire, bringing what you genuinely bring to the table.
Love that. Love that. So now, tell me about the summit. Walk me through the week. Do you have different subjects for each day of the week?
Well, actually, we've got matchmakers, we've got psychologists, we've got mental health professionals, we've got
Nice.
authors who write romance. And I think, how can I say this? I think romance is taking a hit that it shouldn't take. People deny themselves the beauty of a fantasy, okay? Because,
Oh,
yes, you
wait a
need to
minute. You
know.
have to repeat that. That sounds. I like that. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
people deny themselves the beauty of a fantasy.
Okay.
Okay. Being authentic doesn't mean that you deny yourself a beautiful experience. Being authentic means that your authentic self shows up to be casted in that
Mm.
romantic experience. So, the wonderful thing is that there are people out there who feel the same way that you feel. You just have to find that person. And the wonderful thing about online dating, even though there are a lot of pros and cons for
Mhm.
online dating, you get unlimited opportunities to find that person. You get a broader audience. But the summit itself, the initiative itself, is to better equip people who are 50 plus and the 45 and up can slide on in there, Dr. Rhonda, uh, to better equip them to navigate the modern dating pool of today.
I love that. Love that. So you said that it's not too late. I put my little promo code up there. We're gonna put it up one more time. Not my promo code, my little link right here.
That's right. Use Dr. Rhonda's link, okay? Just, just make sure you do that. And I do want to say this. We don't pretend to be a dating service. No, that's not who we are. And we don't even pretend to be dating experts. We are an information portal for people who are 45 and above who are looking to date.
Yeah.
We come in truth. We're not trying to sell you anything. We are trying to empower, inform, and inspire you. Is there people who have just given up on love? No.
Especially when we get to our age, and first, when we're younger in our 20s, maybe even our 30s, we're still thinking idealistically. We want the one. We want them to ride in on the white horse. We want this, we want that. And then as we get older, sometimes you're like, okay, all of that was cute and idealistic, but see, I don't need to be swept off my feet anymore. I remember I was joking with this guy, saying, yeah, we're gonna get married and we're not doing all that dating, we're just gonna get married. But we too old to be trying to date each other for 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, is that true though? Do older people get married faster?
Yes, that is true, but that's because grown folks know, because of life experiences, who's a good fit for them better
Mm-hmm.
than they did in their 20s and their 30s.